Hello, everyone. My name is Robert Ogie. I'm the pastor of Cutler Bay Worship Center, and this is chapter 25 of the book of Proverbs because yesterday I was so busy I didn't get a chance to do a video. So I'm going to do chapter 25 now, end this video, and then do chapter 26 because today is the 26th. We're going to try and keep on track as much as possible. Sorry for the light sword coming out there. That's because my phone is broken. Hopefully getting that fixed tomorrow. So we're chapter 25, starting in verse 1, the New Living Translation that we're reading out of, but I also have the ESV, the English Standard Version, up as well. Starting in verse 1, these are more Proverbs of Solomon collected by the advisors of King Hezekiah of Judah. Verse 2, it is God's privilege to conceal things and the king's privilege to discover them. Now, I actually like how this verse reads in the ESV. It says it is the glory of God to conceal things, but the glory of kings to search things out. There's something about that really shows God's heart for not hiding, but concealing things. And it's the glory of kings to search it out. That's the on us part of seeking after God's wisdom, of seeking after God's understanding, of seeking after God's heart. And those things that he hides within himself, that we search out, that's a good thing. So I like the way that it says that. Verse 3, no one can comprehend the height of heaven, the depth of the earth, or all that goes on in the king's mind. Remove the impurities from silver, and the sterling will be ready for the silversmith. Remove the wicked from the king's court, and his reign will be made secure by justice. Don't demand an audience with the king or push for a place among the great. It's better to wait for an invitation to the head table than to be sent away in public disgrace. That's something to me. I don't know. I grew up in the church. I grew up in a Christian home, and that verse to me has always stuck out on my mind. When I walk into a room, I would rather sit in the back and be invited up to the front than sit in the front and be asked to give up my seat. There's just something about it, right? It's better to wait for an invitation to the head table than to be sent away in public disgrace. Just because you've seen something, don't be in a hurry to go to court. For what will you do in the end if your neighbor deals you a shameful defeat? When arguing with your neighbor, don't betray another person's secret. Others may accuse you of gossip, and you will never regain your good reputation. Interesting that it's pointing out that gossip can ruin a good reputation. That's so true. We tend to hold things back from people we know are going to share it with other people, aren't we? Don't we? Timely advice is lovely, like golden apples in a silver basket. To one who listens, valid criticism is like a gold earring or other gold jewelry. Trustworthy messengers refresh like snow in the summer. They revive the spirit of their employer. A person who promises a gift but doesn't give it is like clouds and wind that bring no rain. Patience can persuade a prince, and soft speech can break bones. Do you like honey? ? Don't eat too much, or it will make you sick. Don't visit your neighbors too often, or you will wear out your welcome. I think those two are connected. Do you like honey? Don't eat too much. It's going to make you sick. Too much of a good thing can be a bad thing, right? Don't visit your neighbors too often, or you will wear out your welcome. Too much of a good thing can end up being a bad thing. Interesting how he puts those together. Verse 18, telling lies about others is as harmful as hitting them with an axe, wounding them with a sword, or shooting them with a sharp arrow. Putting confidence in an unreliable person in times of trouble is like chewing with a broken tooth or walking on a lame foot, meaning it's hard to get it done. Singing cheerful songs to a person with a heavy heart is like taking someone's coat in cold weather, or pouring vinegar in a wound. I don't know if you've ever done that, had salt in a wound or anything like. I've had that happen before, and it hurts, man. If your enemies are hungry, give them food to eat. If they are thirsty, give them water to drink. You will heap burning coals of shame on their heads, and the Lord will reward you. And that is interesting. But it's true. There's something about being kind to those we are in conflict with, being gracious toward those we are in conflict with, that opens up doors that wouldn't normally be opened. But because of our graciousness and our generosity and our kindness, it opens up a door in a way that wouldn't happen if we just maintained our resolve to have conflict. As surely, verse 23, as surely as a north wind brings rain, so a gossiping tongue causes anger. It's better to live alone in the corner of an attic than with a quarrelsome wife in a lovely home. This is like almost word for word from Psalm 21 or Proverbs 21. It's better to live in the attic than with a quarrelsome wife in a lovely home. I think the same could be said, better to live in the attic than with a quarrelsome husband at home. All you ladies out there, it's not just pointing out quarrelsome women. It's pointing out quarrelsome spouses. All right? Better to live in an attic by yourself than be in a quarrel all the time. Good news from far away is like cold water to the thirsty. If the godly give in to the wicked, it's like polluting a fountain or muddying a spring. It's not good to eat too much honey, and it's not good to seek honors for yourself. A person without self-control is like a city with broken down walls. And a city with broken down walls is easily attacked. A city with broken down walls is not protected. A city with broken down walls is not secure. And a person without self-control is all of those things, right? Susceptible to attack, susceptible to not really functioning the way it should function. That's what a city's walls was: containment, it was protection, it was security, all of those things. And when we're not exhibiting self-control, our life becomes a little bit of a mess. So that's chapter 25. Some good wisdom in there. And we're going to close this video down, and I'm going to be back in just a minute for chapter 26. But there's some good stuff in here. I love the Proverbs. I'm really enjoying going through it, and I hope you are too.